that big part of me that died. I need to put these thoughts to rest. I need to find a peace of mind. I need to peace my mind. I need to find a peace of mind to rest in. Need to find someone to confide in. And let the rest in. Need to start resting. Needless to say, I couldn't hide. Thinking grown men shouldn't cry. Had I known then what I know now, had I thought now what I knew then, I might still be human with all the little stupid fixins. As I fixins and vixens, Vic souls, stitch clothes for the characters they played and switch roles. Nail me to the cross-dress, the holy cloth costs less. I toss less if I still had your soft breast to rest my head on. Since you've been gone, I recall my issues with problems and hate, but I can't exactly remember the model or make. Now glass bottles breaking my death grip. I'm about to take the next quick exit and end this head trip. My bed stripped of its blankets, comforters, pillows, and sheets, but I might have to peel off all my skin to remove your scent in order to sleep. I had my highs and lows. When on top I let you peek out over my nose, sitting on my shoulders, and I suppose if I had a backbone, you might still be here. My skin is filthy from my lows when you weren't there, but to keep from feeling guilty, I collected the dirt, kept it piling up. Now Mr. Feel Nothing, Mr. Feel Nothing saves his tears inside of a cup, and he drinks, and he forgets that he's an asshole, jealous of his ghost and doubts he even has a soul. My secret pleasures hurt my inner demons gossiping. I'm a ghostwriter for the horrorcore lyrics my personal monsters sing. I'm sitting in a stranger's tub with all my clothes on, shivering, considering the dangers of love. They get half of what I have to give, if that. It's all about the packaging. They're distracted by the gift wrap. Predictable, easy to manipulate. They're foreshadow puppets, and I'm waiting for their strings to break. The pillars that once held up my halfway house have been taken out. I'm in my last days now. There's a change coming soon. I just wanna crawl back into my mother's womb. I need a comfort zone, but obviously I need to find another home to call my own and always return to. And I want it to be you. I sit and stare, zone out. I think a lot and never sleep. Create memories to remember, and then I forget to eat. Went to the street used to live on, stared at the bedroom window of your old home with puppy eyes, waiting for God to throw me a bone. I'd settle for one more goodbye kiss. While I settle for less, I'm unsettled at best, sulking while abandoning settlements, insulting my companion's intelligence, conversing with baby talk, practicing mind games, rehearsing with playful thoughts. It's the way we fought that made my blood bubble, then turn cold. When you made me walk through rain and mud puddles on a dirt road that left me so messy. Forget me not, I've got more mud to sling. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name.
I
feel
a little apprehensive talking to
you
about
my
life with
my own voice.
I
Feel
a little apprehensive talking to
you
about
my
life with
my own voice. Although
I
think people
will
relate
and
understand.
Dade County, Miami, 1976. A baby boy living in a hotel with his parents. Mommy was a maid there. Don't really know what Pops did, but he was training to be a locksmith. We moved up the coast, back to where the grandparents lived, perhaps for cash. I didn't think to ask as a kid, and I don't know where Pops went, but things seemed stable even when he left his keys on the table. My single mom, she was able to make it without relationships. Every so often Pops would show up and babysit. It never made me think about his day job a lot until the day when my mom's changed the locks. In those days, when he watched me, when I think back, in some ways were made up of coffee, six-packs, and gunplay, pornography and projects, step-siblings and half-relatives. But having kids is bad for business. Girlfriends with a rage then, babies in a playpen, toddlers were plopped in front of television stations. There wasn't just one way to say things. Between the two households, I outgrowed all types of combinations, breaking these codes and peeking through keyholes. Finger on the pulse, stethoscopes broke the needle. Put my ear to the ground and hear the pins drop. Gears in the clock turn like my stomach, turn like the dial on a padlock. Rhode Island was the backdrop, the world was the oyster. Crack the shell, hand the pearl over to the lawyer. In family court, I make judgments. I'm a product of my father's trade and my mother's substance.
I
feel
a little apprehensive talking to
you
about
my
life with
my own voice.
I
Feel
a little apprehensive talking to
you
about
my
life with
my own voice. Although
I
think people
will
relate
and
understand.
Joey B. Kid weighs like 12 pounds. with that kid weighs 12 pounds with my dick in his mouth. Joey Beats is so skinny.
What's up?
I thought they killed him in Black Hawk Down. Oh shit!
I didn't see that one.
That was very politically incorrect.
Every midnight, we sit at the coffee table and we share a cup of tea. He stays up with me and we discuss things. Most of the time he just listens, other times offers suggestions, or he just ignores my questions. It gets more depressing as time passes. Every night I ask this one question and all he does is wipe his glasses. It's aggravating as hell. I'm just waiting to tell whether or not he can even remember the answer, whether or not he's choosing not to tamper with his memory, whether or not he can even remember me. What a waste of time. But every night it's that same damn routine. One green cup of tea and me stuck all by myself once it's empty. Then I'm off the bed with plenty of caffeine to keep me up and thinking. The cup I'm drinking from is never clean. I can't remember if it's a dream. Once I awake and I walk from my messy bed and anticipate the next late night talk. You don't scare me. Why are you still sitting here? Not afraid of me. You are not intimidating. What is it that you want from me? I'm not leaving. I want to stay. Every midnight, we sit at the coffee table and we share a cup of tea. He stays up with me and we discuss things. Most of the time he just listens, other times offers suggestions with his awful expressions, altered reflections. His whole aura is see-through with more confessions. I don't wanna leave you. This cup should be bottomless. As my insecurity spill, I see his face fading away. I surely need a refill. I purposely keep still and don't move much, except to wet my lips with sips. With every kiss of death I lose touch. I sip the tea carefully, cause it's at the degree of separation. Tasting his forked tongue in bilingual conversation, waiting for his answer still. And at any given chance I will sweeten low my bitter past. Let the cancer kill the small talk. Alright man, this bitter taste in my mouth needs to get washed out. Ghosts in his house don't have anything timely to talk about. The concept is dead, there's nothing death should interrupt. I went to bed last night with one sip left in the cup.
Can't make my tire and can't be a flyer. By the age of 16 I'm able to retire.
Dark lenses tint the windows that are under my eyelids to hide from the light like I'm stuck in a fire pit, burning up inside with no desire to live through these lies. So I suffer in silence, culture of violence, truth stuck behind my lips, bound, gagged and whipped, stripped, divided and split, eating words with a forked tongue. And now the grumble on my stomach's got the thump of a war drum. A battle going on inside, nobody's safe from. Clowns are playing Russian roulette with paint guns. They run in place and they call it the human race, losing pace with that stupid look on their face, shooting blanks. And all they ask is why I wear these glasses, and all I can tell them is hell, it's good fashion. All they ask is why I wear these glasses, and all I can tell them is hell. We're acting like men of steel with a thin protective shield, gathering the raw footage that can never make the final reel. So we cover up the stories that eyes tell, make way for what we take to the grave. It doesn't bide well with souls buried in a Faustian bargain bin. In the cemetery there's a joust between God and men, talking loud but ain't saying nothing. Used to have daily discussions, I doubt we'll ever talk again. All they ask is why I wear these glasses, and all I can tell them is hell, it's good fashion. All they ask is why I wear these glasses, and all I can tell them is hell.
Today, my mother killed me.
If I'm alive by the time you find this, it's a miracle. What else can be said? A vision quest with infrared, I'm at a dead end. I bled slow from my chest, held my breath and did my best and never let go. I've lived a good life and never haven't compromised a thing. And if I couldn't write, I'd think of other ways to optimize my living. No wife, no kids, no anchors, hand over fist to withhold this info from the bank. neighbors, don't know my neighbors. Didn't take a village to raise me. Small town mentality types thinking I'm crazy. I ain't as weird as they paint me. Off color, I'm more gutter punk than ritzy, more glitz and glamour than others. Motherfuckers left me lonely in this designated corner. Had a couple walls to build upon and made me a performer. Now shade me from the warmer weather, save me from the slaughterhouse. A crease between the pages where I try to hide my awful mouth. Speak discreetly to the sheets that seem to be hollow. Punch a ladder full of holes just for my swollen feet to follow. Support me all you want, don't let me drop or feel the land. I'm not gonna stop until God is my sailing fan. Spare the lamb, save me from my former self. The crease between the pages is the line I crossed and lost myself. Now this is my box, these are my walls. This is when time stops and I'm all there ever was, and I'm all there ever is, and I'm all there ever will be. A freeze frame pine box soliloquy. Call me Francois. Call me Francois. Take what you can, leave what you must, cause you're coming with us. Fill your bags with the rags that you wear and bare necessities, along with the dog tags and family recipes. Rest in peace if you arrest the pace, move in haste. Godspeed you black empress, get dressed, relate. She painted my head orange, carved my face with her tongue, emptied out my insides and lit the candle behind my eyes. At the strike of 12, the midnight winter queen left with my life rival in a white limousine. When he made a dress twirl, it looked like a mushroom cloud. Everybody ducked down except for me, that's my destiny. He used a broken condom as a corsage. I watched him push the rusty pin through her prom dress into her heart. Kill me already, fill me with confetti, crush me up and sprinkle me over their wedding and her pregnant belly. I wasn't ready to suppress these memories, undress the memories, forget the family, streamline the enemy, design the penalty. Cruel and unusual, commit the felony, unfit for prison duty. No man's an island except for Island Man. He's a rock star. No man's an island except for Island Man. He's a rock. Call me Francois. Call me Francois. I got nothing to teach the learning curve of your body. I got teeth that could hurt you probably with one bite. A tongue with spikes, a rusty knife. I wish you'd take it from me and gut me like a fish. Uptight and selfish, got a lust for life and a death wish. They're husband and wife and they fuck like they're helpless. Am I a product of uninteresting sex? If I'm bored by your pillow talk and Newport cigarettes. She chews on fiberglass like a teething infant. He breathes in her stink and seems indifferent. She dreams of children. He hears the pitter patter of little fetuses. He's like, stand by me. There's a leech in my briefs and it's bleeding like a stuck pig. Come quick. Think of a baby's name. She wanted to call it quits. I'ma name him Raymond and raise him like I don't know my own strength, and bench press the baby naked. Hold it to the sky like, look what I did. It's mine and you can't have it until it rains. And when it rains, he sticks out his tongue to catch it. The baby stays. The baby stays. He just stares into the abyss till the abyss blinks. Instincts pop up to the surface like pinpricks. Still flinch, manhandle the kill switch. Peg, meet square, get dismantled by drill bits. The deconstruction of a functional addict, leaving assumptions to a bunch of fanatics. It's just standard procedure with an automatic pilot light. Hide behind a white lab raincoat cause the water broke, press eject. First comes the head, then the neck, then the body avalanches out the tape deck, flopping on the ground like a fish out of its element. No one wants to acknowledge the carnage, the mess or elephant that's in the room. Connected to the womb with a lifeline, labored all day through the morning, noon and nighttime. Then we cut the cord, fully aware what we keep on the inside's too personal to share. Now we hold it in the air, like look what happened. If we throw it out with the bathwater, will you catch it? Or let it go down the drain? If it goes down the drain, I'ma snatch it. The baby stays. The baby stays. And I'ma hold it to the sky, like look what I did. It's mine and you can't can't have it until it rains. And when it rains, he sticks out his tongue to catch it. The baby stays. The baby stays. The baby stays. Said it every year, but this time it seems like the end is near, and I'm in line to see the light. How far does this black tunnel go? I got a car, but the gas is running low. And as long as I've known the bumps and creaks of this house, it's starting to make the types of sounds that only come from people's mouths. You can't tell me it's still settling. Built on an Indian burial ground, killing everything. The childhood scar on my chin is back again. That old jump over my own leg dance move has to end. I've seen better days in my night terrors. I was a bike messenger without a bike, and I would write letters, ask directions to your whereabouts. Before the slow walk, the rest of the show-offs were peeling out. Too many hairs, only one tortoise. That's why I left the city, too fast-paced for this ho-hum tourist. By the time I developed the pictures, they're as blurry as my memory of constant life fixtures. If distance is a girl's best friend, tell them bitches in the rough who think that love comes with diamonds, slave labor. You made me work for what I couldn't have. Diamonds cut, but coal burns and nothing lasts forever. Wonder why I bothered saving any of your letters, they're just aged paper. Slave labor, you made me work for what I couldn't have. Diamonds cut, but coal burns and nothing lasts. Wonder why I saved your urn of ashes. I've got this insecurity, thoughts to save your mail. Tracing the name on the return address, everything was made of braille. Pretend it was your thing, but careful not to break it a nail. The one to seal the quote, the show when it open, looking across the paper trail. A sense then a very different sea scrolls, and as my enemies go, the trivia memories that I seem to hold. Now you're a filter with some issues, in case you wonder what the sinking feeling has been ever since I left you.
Yo, we're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
To all my intelligent motherfuckers. Peace, Dunny. Respect to all my inbred knuckleheads repping the culture.
Yeah, represent that shit.
Respect to all the clever ass fuckers out there. Shit is real. Shit is real. Peace to all my Swedish fish.
Swim with me.
Come on. You hear me?
Sage Francis. Oh yeah, that's one of them smart motherfuckers, right? Yeah, one of them kids that'll think you to death.
Yeah. There's Oscar Schlatter syndrome in my bones and my knee hurts. Must have jumped into an unclean gene pool feet first. The rebirth of slick hair, the more moves than Ric Flair got me blocking eyes and ears, and the rest of my senses are impaired from the thick air that I breathe. How to get here? I believe it's time to scream. What's the time to leave no trace? Remove the birthmarks from your face. Being handicap's a bitch, but I'm sick of watching it park in my space. How about I hop up on your face and help you pop this wheelie, clutch my stick shit? You got to feel me. Growing too big for the clown costume and stupid wig. Self-proclaimed vets in the game asking their dogs, who's the new kid? I say I'm 32, been here for more than 10 years and never heard of you, so what the fuck's your curfew? They say what? 10 years? God damn, that's practically a decade. And I say so, you a math man. How about we go 50-50 on a friendship? They say meet me halfway, fuck this 50% shit. How smart are we? Very smart. Received the Valentine's Day voicemail from Mary Hart, and then I passed out. Plus the lights were blinking, too much leisure induces seizures. I'm blacked out, but it looks like I'm thinking, reaching for the ceiling, pulling down the skyline. You knew I was around once I brought in your horizon just to show you the nighttime. Captain Kirk, beat me back a price line and buy my ticket out of the pop culture. There's no intelligent life to find. I'm off the meter, off the hook, I'm offline. Frankly, I'm awful, so underground I need an oxygen tank and snorkel. Punchlines for the simple-minded, plain and normal. One time, take me, Lord, make me more. Yeah, to all my intelligent motherfuckers.
Let's build. Shit is real big.
Respect. All my head cracking, melon bruises.
Hey, yo.
Alright, get this money, yo.
Respect to all my dumb bitches. My
Shit is
stupid
real.
hoes.
Respect. Yo. True. It's true.
This is to the intertwined souls, the hands I've been trying to hold. And this is to the love that I lost, and all the troubling thoughts of how I got double-crossed. And this is to the divorce I was forced to settle with, and the remorse I fought off with metal fists. And this is to the wet, watery kiss I left you with on your porch while I watch your trembling lips. This is to the memory of our early years, the first girl I shared feelings with. And it's the realest thing I'd experienced since my short existence. I ain't afraid to admit it, cause love is one of the things that doesn't come with an age limit, now does it? In fact, I'm apt to say we're more keen to feel such things. Hopeful dreams I've lost in a smokescreen of meaningless fucking. Touching without touching. Candles in the dark, casting shadows on our parents' battles. This is for the romantics at heart. It wasn't too long before I held you more than my pen, when I wasn't writing songs that went something like forever and always. Whenever those songs play, I remember empty hallways where your image that descended from the top floor became an echo. I paid the price for those hauntings and couldn't afford to let go. From a past of debt, I'm past regret. Did you know I dreamt about you before we met? Remembering our first kiss, and it hadn't even happened yet. Recollecting your set, and I wasn't never given the chance to forget. I guess that's the magic of it. Now I rehash subjects, displaying what I wrote on capping napkins to the public, to get it over and done with. Closure hath cometh. My shoulders have plummeted from holding these buckets. Hold your laughs till I go back to the tunnels of Paris, where I wrote half of these paragraphs, but fuck it. This is to my 10-year story. In another decade, you better be better prepared for me. In the first 4 years, you were all ears. Then the next 6, you left me for the next X and went deaf to my message. So that began my affair with the world abroad. Behind the curtain with the other hurtful girls I explored, till I became the monster, turned into the words that I record. Pardon me if you heard it all before. I didn't shake you to hurt you when you landed on the floor. In a room of naked virtue, I closed my eyes to cancel what I saw. Your hand made the first move to the handle of the drawer, where the frail girl couldn't think to live. I didn't shake you to hurt you, I never planned it before. Can't shake off your perfume, can't wash my hands no more. And I'm breaking my curfew, but I can't walk, I'm standing at the door. I hear the wailing of a little kid, and a failure of innocence. It's compromise, eyeing the side of the kitchen sink. What you think, I just let you, cut me, cut the bullshit. Damn, I love the hugs enough to tolerate the way we made each other crazy, making it so tough to operate productively. My self-esteem didn't help when I felt ugly, and I figured that's the reason why you wouldn't touch me. My ego does bleed, I should've let you test it and let your arms free to follow through with your domestic slip-up. Love is a battlefield, so lick your shots quick, while I lick my wounds and then resume as an obvious target. Infatuations with the past protect my purple heart with a faded picture I had in my shirt pocket. I'm going out with a bang, and a blaze of glory holds the anti-hero. I don't care how many ways the story's told. Be careful when these dualies play like drums, and watch what you foolishly say, because my Uzi weighs a ton. It's to the sleepless evenings that I spent next to gravestones, hoping someone from beyond would grab my arm and take me home. I have accepted I'd have to make it alone, after feeding everything I had into a payphone. And this is to the rain. It felt like it was made of spit. My parade was an unbreakable chain of Gabe's trumpets. Save the buckets even though they weigh down my walking. You don't know the height of the steak you placed your fork in. You look old, that's what you said. I feel old, that's what I said. Been through a lot since you've been gone dead. Born again, torn to shreds over girls who were porcelain, cry baby dolls. When we were allowed to talk again, I stopped accepting wake-up calls that ring true. I hate the way I fall for everything you do. I fade as flaws, that's why I make these breakup songs to sing to you. Music's my only psychiatric drug, and you're a pill in human form I'd like to hide under my tongue. Kiss the foot that couldn't fit into the slipper of my mouth, the denizen in your house begging for the benefit of your doubts. When I got kicked out, I played the faithful puppy dog, loyal to the love lost, and sitting by your fucking door in utter disbelief. I sucked all of the skin off of my teeth, you pulled away. You let me choke on your invisible leash. You could find me hiding these screams behind my eyelids. She blinded me with silence, so my airmail lips lips, blew her a farewell kiss, slinking over the sink where all the hair gel drips. Stairwells dip deep into her mouth where I found a cycle, and ever since then I've been on a downward spiral. This round is final, it's time to recover, cause it's a porch that some dogs choose to die under. The first song was a breakdown, I apologize in round 2. This version I'm certain the shit ain't even about you, it's the 3 right.
I'm not just talking about one person, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about form, I'm talking about content, I'm talking about interrelationships, I'm talking about God, the devil, hell, heaven. Do you understand? Finally!
Hey yo, cavemen used to drag their women by their hair because if they dragged them by their ankles, their cracks would fill with sand. That ain't right. I go to the water park to show off my altered cock to any whore in a halter top who likes to talk a lot. I force a sock into her mouth hole, keep her gums from flapping, strip her of her south pole, and bust a fucking backspin on her north face. Turn this court case into a dragged out lawsuit. I'm attracted to her dad now, he's more cute. Hey yo! I heard the guy comes quick from man speed. I'ma have to fertilize his stomach with my man seed. Then plant trees. My broccoli crop needs watering. Cry your eyes out above my rotting crotch and feed it awful things. Right. Love and affection. Right. Hug the erection. Tight. She went down under a feathered Aussie sluts from Vegemite. Get in fights every night because of my heavy metal persona. With rapper stars but battle scars of my medals of honor. With rappers without a consciousness, I've had it with all this pompous ish. I'm just gonna get obnoxious with repeatedly calling your moms a bitch.
You act smart while I act dumb. But I know some that still lay under my thumb. See, we've got issues, so we swing a fistful. Whatever, trying to keep the temper down to the gristle. They like the small talk as long as it's about you. They walk that walk without knowing how to. I watch it all and pretend that I'm above it, but the truth is I see it, I need it, I love it.
I'm stuck with random stray hairs from ex-lovers entangled in each other's desire to stay here beyond their welcome, sharing the same common problem. Blonde and brunette, tightly lit, and I don't fit in with split ends. Didn't have to worry about them taking me for my dividends. Paid my dues, spending time by myself. She was with her friends, mingling with single men. Say things like hitting skins to them, thinking it's innocent, but then giving me guilty grins. Swimming with filthy fins, knocking boots, kicking my shins. Shock-infested water, torture treatments, get beat by the Timberlands. Feet are shivering, walking on cold graves. Roses lay on relationships, too impatient to die of old age.
Yeah, remember when you knew all the answers? Well, something shook until you thought you had the questions. For all the time and effort you've invested, I find it kind of funny that you haven't learned your lessons. Still guessing, the whisper of the leaf, the rustle of the bitch. When there is no love, nothing makes you rich. So I give a shrug and the eye muscle twitches in replace of a hug and a lack of superstition.
Stop thinking you don't belong here. You are where you are cause you hardly move. The music is not gonna stop. Take your eyes off the chair cause there's others that are under the same impression as you. How many seats will the rock bottom accommodate? One too many people who share nothing but views. Misery is willing to keep company with those who don't ever walk a mile in their own shoes. So now they swap souls, they got soul, fucking uninspired. They drop low under the fire of sky gods. It got old and now they wanna go higher, but cops patrol every single empire with tripods.
So video did kill the radio star. Now we're all so cute and drive brand new cars. We make music so you can lose your mind. We do the crime so you can do the time. Tell me who can get busy like this, man? Well, the truth is, damn near anyone can. So I'ma buy you some implants and a suntan. Let's follow the plan and get some fat off the land. Fuck this little rapper, treat me like a crook. Baby, if you knew me, you wouldn't sing my hook. You think I was so ugly, you'd be afraid to look. But maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a chapter in your book. Doing fine, thanks for asking. Standing as the last man, popping bubbles and aspirin. Ready, set, action. Remove your dress so we can make a mess and hit the world with a little bit of stress.
Let's pep talk these wings till they strengthen. Forgetting footwork, making power moves on ceilings where heads spin. It unravels the bloody crown, revealing red skin. We created hierarchy, now there are no kings in heaven. Fatty acids added to the asthma medicine. Breathing heavy at the gates makes them have to let us in. Like as if implying we've been trying our hardest, using everyone else's honest way of dying as an armrest. I am a promise, broken over dislocated kneecaps. And it's harmless jokes that provoke freak accidents. Laugh at that lap dancer who strips off confidence. I live off of hope in Providence.
Your communication tactics are all fucked up. Don't blame me, I had nothing to do with this. You play the same damn records every day. No wonder you believe you'll never get away. You wear the same pair of jeans you woke up in. Keep the music coming, keep the movement sudden. I watched you dance every street of the city. I feel no pity. You laid the carpet, you made the target by yourself, little help. Now loosen up the belt and straighten up the apartment. Finish that book that you never even started. Take a look at that face that hates to look back. Set the oven on bake, take a pan out the rack. Season up your past, put it in and cook that.
Stop thinking you don't belong here. You are where you are cause you hardly move. The music is not gonna stop. Take your eyes off the chair cause there's others that are under the same impression as you. How many seats will a rock bottom accommodate? One too many people who share nothing but views. Misery is willing to keep company with those who don't ever walk a mile in their own shoes.
This cock is a porch that some dogs crawl underneath to die. All alone.
575 in the house. I'm over time.
Hi, yo, this is Donnell up in Prospect Heights in Pawtucket. Big shout out to Aaron, Scott, Craig, Kirk, and Frank, all up in Prospect Heights.
Hi, what's up? This is Sage. I want to give a shout out to Meg and the True School heads out there. Y'all should be ashamed.
So we're left with just one thing. The only thing I know that drives men to hurt, to one. This is about a girl, isn't it, guy?
Listen, baby, he can't fuck his way through the ranks nearly as well as you can. He's got to kick and fight and scratch his way there. He doesn't have a choice. You have nothing to contribute to this, so stay the fuck out.
When freedom rings, no one hangs. Vampires grow golden fangs. Campfires glow, showing strange animals of the night run free. Come and see a fruit of labor pilfered from the country. Conch hoggers start to spill their souls. When we bridge the gap, we pay opinion polls. Billions fold from the pressure of pear-shaped mother figures cutting you out of their pictures. What's your frame filled with? Come on, what's your frame filled with? Filler? If I was a killer, then I'd simply buy the Liberty Bell and I would sell the crack. I've been to hell and back, and now I don't make trips outside of the matrix. I'm back to basics, boom bap drums and bass licks. Predictable city life for bloods, hate crips. Ridiculous, silly strife, nothing makes sense. I shake sticks at little kids and call them invalids, and I warn them that I know where their sister lives. See, Sisyphus is incessantly stressing the senselessness in a 9 to 5. The question is this: am I alive? Barbed wire boundaries and electric fences. A highness surrounding me without exits or entrances. I'm the boy inside the bubble, try to enjoy this time of trouble. The human touch ain't doing much before I die. Let's cuddle. A spoon and such, get nude and fuck, become a full-time couple. Feud for months and ruin what's been lightening. I struggle, but nothing's more relieving than the release of a breathing burden. I'll wipe my hands clean of a needy person. I'll wipe my hands clean of a needy person. My feet are hurting. I'ma fly away to where the birds keep chirping like. Every day it's like. All I hear is. It's always like that.
Crack that whip! Into the pencil slip! Step on a brick! Break your mama's back! When a wrong comes around, before the when nothing's going on. Now whip it! Into shape! Shape it up! Get straight! Go forward! Move ahead! Try to detect it! It's not too late to whip it! Whip it good! These are for whipping!
Show you how I do it in my neck of the woods. It's like, you don't have to write a poem. I Guess I just hate MCs who act like they're groggy. Grab the microphone and resuscitate the life of the party. I got a right to be cocky, the girlies want me bad. Someone blows in hockey dads, give me herpes, I'll be mad. You turkeys lollygag, emitting the worst stench. I got your mommy gagged and she's sitting on my workbench. Handed her a wrench, I let her work my nuts a bit to have her thirst quenched. Yeah, I let her take another sip. For the funk of it, I freak the funk on 45. Silly suckers think I'll sit just listening to all their jive. I'm the sort of guy to cook your family things for dinner, make your daughter cry when she wakes up with some fingers in her. Listening to Lynyrd Skinner, I say you're pretty hot. Now let's titty fuck while I get naked like Iggy Pop. She sees my mini cock, she wants so small.